You know, there's nothing worse than going for a whole rigmarole, making a video, then find out at the end that you didn't press record. So this is take two of what I was just made. Okay, so the fuse box for the L200 or the Mitsubishi Triton, and there's a whole bunch of other names for this particular vehicle. Now I'm trying to help old mate out with getting the fog lights working on his Triton. And the front fog lights, the harness is there underneath the car. And so I figured if I can work out where the relay, fuse and so forth is supposed to go, and hopefully a switch, I can get the harness working and we get the fog lights working, because he's got the right fog lights for it, but he's talking about buying a harness and just putting in our own switch, and I'd rather do it factory. So looking online and going through YouTube, and everyone shows this particular website on YouTube, and they just scroll it to show you everything, and you know, that's like Forrest Gump says, fine and dandy, but that's not going to tell you where all the relays are. And this here is just an empty area, and this is not a correct diagram anyway, because there's supposed to be 4 more relays up here, power connection there. It's close, but no cigar. So I went looking around, and I decided to search on Google, and all I typed in was, you know, Mitsubishi fuse box relays. And that's when I saw this guy here, and I clicked on that, and when I went to that website it took me to here, and this gave me more information. So it shows me the fuse box. When you remove that cover, you see this part of the fuse box only. You don't see the relay part on top. If you want to change the relay that's here, you got to remove the underneath the steering wheel cover, not just that little cover plate, the whole cover that's there, to get access to these relays. And it shows you these relays here, what they all are. So when you scroll down, you can find out all the information, proper information about what every single fuse does. And when you come down further on, you got the fuel pump relay and so forth. So there's a couple of important relays down there that you want to know about that you don't see in that bottom section where the fuses only are. And if you scroll further down this website, you can see that's the underneath the bonnet fuse box there, and this gives you a proper layout. So it shows you the relays that's in this section here, but then you can scroll down and you can find out what every single relay and everything does as well. So I made a couple of things that when I was working all this out to help you guys or anybody that, you know, wanted to find out. And so I labeled everything on this cover here, trying to work everything out. So you got, you know, the starter motor, but what I wanted to know was about the fog lights. Now you got rear fog light in here somewhere. There it is. That's for the rear fog light, but not for the front. Now the next chart I made was this here, working everything out. So I found out here that this relay here that's missing on this diagram is for the front fog lamp, which is fantastic. And you got all the information here, like you get the R1, R2, R3. So these ones here, you got the fan only, no idea what it does. And another diagrams of here, you got another engine symbol here, another engine symbol here, no idea what it does. But now, I've put words to it. That's for the fuel injectors, and this one over here is for the starter motor. This one here only says engine, so you know, it could be anything. I decided to go one step further, and for the underneath the bonnet display, I decided to go like that. So you can see everything quite simple there. It's all laid out exactly like the website. I'll put a link to the websites in the description, so you can go to this website here, which gives you everything you need to know. But I can't swap to the different year vehicles. But if you go to this other website, you can switch between the vehicles, and that. But from, this is interesting, from 2005 right up, all the fuses are numbered the same. So if you was to come here, right, and say fuse number 1, let's look at this, fuse number 1, it says tail lamp. So if I go change vehicle, let's say, okay, let's go to 17 to 19. We'll go fuse number 1, it'll be tail lamp. Fuse number 1 is tail lamp. It's interesting how from that era all the fuses were labeled the same. But if I go pre 2005, then it changes. See, rear window demister. For some reason, after 2005, they kept it all the same. It's only pre 2005 that the fuse layout changes. So that's handy to know. If you could only get your hands on a workshop manual for say 2017 and you're working on 2013, the fuse numbering is exactly the same. So you know, okay, fuse 1, that's tail lamp or whatever, you know. Anyway, I'll bring up those other images again, go through one more time. So that's that layout there, and that's that one there. Just pause it if you want to look at it for longer. And there you go. And you'll find, like I said, links to both of those websites in the description, so you can easily find out the information you want looking at those websites. Right, well, take care, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.